Get some bacon. Oh, you hear that, boys? It's sizzling away. Fucking bacon, mate. A good dose of bacon in the morning, boys. Yeah, get that fucking bacon in there, boys. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Bacon. Bacon and masks. Bacon and masks. We've got that organised. Family Bacon, Royal Bacon Company. 100% Australian. Yum. We've got a fork. Forks, man. It's come off, and then you take the fork out of it. But this is how they used to make it. Look at that. That's insane for a fork now. Off. That's real nice. I found it in a second-hand. Get 2 forks in amongst all the other used forks. And I thought, man, that's so unusual. That's real nice. That's what we need, brother. That's what we need, sisters. Bacon and eggs, mate. We live in Australia. Yeah, mate. Every Australian needs bacon and eggs, bro. Get this happening. Alright, we've got the butter out yet. Butter's ready to crack. You got to have the Worcester sauce. You got to eat this stuff. Right? And we don't want no fake brands either. We want the good stuff. We want that one, mate. The Lee and Perkins, mate. Okay, you want the original. Alright, we'll just leave that for a minute, let that cool down. Alright, that's almost ready to crack. Hear that sound, mate? That's like magic, brother. A bit of bacon and eggs in the morning, mate. I know you're going to love it. Yeah, boys. A bit of bacon and eggs. Hey, I wonder if the Americans woke up today with like that scene. Dun, dun, dun. demanding, demanding everything, mate, and taking over the whole joint. That's all you're going to have, is a whole bunch of American companies taking over. Quite sad for the people of Venezuela. Quite sad for the nice bit of bacon and eggs, boys. That's what we need, mate. A nice bit of bacon and eggs, mate. Alright. Now, give me for a couple of minutes. A bit hungry today, boys. Bit hungry today. Woke up a bit fucking hungry today. Woke up a little bit toey, mate, for my age. You have a peaceful life at my age. You don't worry about bullshit. And other people's bullshit especially. Learn how to get older. Look at other people's bullshit. And not in it. And I don't know about likes and followers and drama and in order to fake drama in order to get fake gifts. Because that's all it's about. I don't need your money. I'm okay. Alright? So I don't have those motivations. fancy and fancy, things to take care of like they do. They all have expensive lives, boys. All of these shit have expensive lives, mate. Live on our own. It's my dreamer to come online and watch these people. It's become a little bit embarrassing, mate, to see how they to see what they get up to. The fake shit that they put on. Hopefully you've got something to do, viewer. Hopefully you've got a life. Alright? Hopefully you've got a life, mate, and you're out there doing something with yourself. Hopefully. Maybe you've got someone in your life that loves you. I hope you've got someone in your life that loves you. That's real. That's not fake bullshit. I hope you've got something that's real in your life. Okay? Alright, we've got our bacon and eggs ready, boys. Man, fucking bacon and eggs, boys. Nothing better in the morning, mate. You gotta get the Liam Perkins going, bro. You gotta get a good dose of this, mate. This is what brings it out, mate. Yum. A nice peaceful breakfast, mate. I've had a pretty good week. Can't complain. No good complaining, boys, alright? And stop being little bitches, mate. Don't copy these people you watch on here, because they're fucking bitches, bro. Every single one of them. They wouldn't last like 15 minutes in the real world. Their world exists on TikTok. Every single one of these streamers, mate, are the weakest of the men that I've ever seen in my entire life. They are the fucking weakest of the weak. Where's me knife, mate? Where's me knife? Try not to duplicate, mate. Try not to copy, and don't fall into their rubbish. Okay, remain in your masculine, mate. Too many of these streamers, mate, are total feminine. Like, they act like women. No, I don't give a fuck about your fucking rose. Stick your rose in your ass. Okay? Stick your rose in your ass, mate. Okay? I don't want a fucking thing from you. Go and give it to the normal streamer that you go and give your wages to, mate. Okay? I don't care about Rose. Tap, Rose, Rose, Rose. You gotta get the Rose, we've got to get up to level 3. It's all bullshit, bro. The whole thing is bullshit. Don't you understand that? It's just, it's what they call a game. And it needs to be played every single day. That's why they come on every day to beg for their fucking wages, mate. Okay? And they play a fake game. You've got to do everything like every day. And don't you love how they're on there? They're all like begging for fucking moderators. Look at the mods. I'll make that mods real fucking good, mate. I fucking laughed at that. I really did. Looking for new mods. You want to know why they don't have new mods? It's because they've already drained the belt. If you be a mod on TikTok, you're crazy. You're crazy. Because the only thing you're expected to do is gift. That's it, gift. Because keep giving. Give, gift. Every single battle you have to gift. And if you don't gift, then they'll kick you off. You're not a mod because they like you and, you know, you're helping the chat and whatever. You're a mod because you're gifting them. That's the only reason you're a mod. If you think I'm wrong, then stop gifting them and see what happens. See what happens. See how long you remain a mod. It's ridiculous. Looking for new mods. What a fucking... You've got to be on the street fucking side of you saying... I think out of all the years of streaming viewers, this is going to be the hardest. The year coming up. It's going to be the hardest. Nice bit of bacon and egg, boys. Sorry, mate. That's what we got. The other bit of egg. Word of advice for you young people, start learning how to cook. You know, start learning how to take care of yourself. Stop spending $6 on a coffee. You know, I went into a place the other day, just out of curiosity. It was $7.60, mate, for a small coffee. Just a small coffee. $7.60. Are you kidding me? I thought it was a special coffee. McDonald's, mate, it used to be cheap. McDonald's, you know, for a poor bloke, you know. Now it's like $17, man, just for a medium-sized meal. And when you get it, man, the burger looks half the size of when you first... Remember when you were a kid? I bought the burger, and I couldn't believe it, man. There was nothing there. It was like a couple of bites. Fillet of fish. Bit of OJ, mate. Bacon and eggs in the morning. You know, it's a tough life, mate, okay? It's a tough life. Silver has gone through the roof, boys. Fucking silver. Can't believe it. I really can't. I fucking love it, boys. You got no idea. Fucking go, son. Go, son. Finally, the paper contracts are fucked. They're paper contracts that have been holding down the market all these years. They're no good anymore. And China has stopped, exporting, and Mexico's been taken over by the corporations. They've got the 2-year contract on all the mines, so that's out of whack. We're up to $160 an ounce in Japan. We're at $150 an ounce in Shanghai, and we're at $75 on the American comics. So the paper contracts have slammed it down again. It's going to be a very exciting year for people that have actual physical metal. You know what I mean? All of these years are going to be vindicated. This is your year. This is your year to be vindicated, mate, of all those people laughing at you, and all of those people making fun of you, and all of the girlfriends and wives that didn't want you to purchase, that argued with you for every single thing that you ever bought. You're going to be finally vindicated, mate. You know, all those years those people fucking made fun of you. Wouldn't you be upset if you were that guy like years and years ago? It had a silver room, like a silver chat room. You know, a whole bunch of people would get together and talk all their silver shit. I used to go in there because it used to be like amazing to see all these people's things, you know, because they would show their stuff, mate. It used to freak me out. Anyway, the guy that ran the room, man, he had, I don't know, thousands of fucking ounces. Literally thousands and thousands of ounces. And he got to a point where he's bragging, you know, like he'd show all his shit and he's bragging. Anyway, some guy, he went over his parents' house for Christmas because he never left his house. And someone found out, well, they found he got doxed or whatever. So while he was out for 2 hours, mate, they came in and unloaded the whole lot. Thousands and thousands of ounces of silver off the guy, mate. They robbed him. I was amazed. They used the garbage bin to take the stuff out. Like there was that much of it. They needed a garbage bin. And they loaded it all up. And imagine that now. And that guy for $9 an ounce. Imagine that guy. Mate, you'd be just spewing, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you be just be? You'd be so upset, right? Like, oh, sorry for laughing. It is kind of funny though, because it goes to show you, you know, you shouldn't have shown what you did, right? But good on you, man, if you're holding, if you're holding physical metal. All right. Oh, I just woke up, man, a little while ago. I haven't been online for ages, man. I don't really come online a whole lot anymore. Kind of retired from it. Just a peace in my life, you know. Rather than dealing with going online, I'd just rather have peace. Plus, my whole channel was talking about the case and, you know, advice advising men as I go along in my case and telling men about everything happening in the family law court, and well, that's over with now. It's finished. So I don't really know what to talk about other than normal stuff. You know, normal. And I'm not known for that. You know, I'm not interested in yelling and stuff like that. I'm really gone through all that stuff. You don't go back and revisit stuff that's going to hurt you. You know, you don't do that. You get over it and move on and try and get it out of your life and try and forget those memories and stuff like that. So that's why I haven't been online. I need to get past my own mental health thing in order to progress. Otherwise, you're just going back to the same old thing all the time, and that's not healthy. It's not healthy for me. It's just not. Rehashing stuff all the time is not healthy for me. To deal with it afterwards, I'm the one that's got to deal with it all. So I found my mental health was being affected. So especially now, like now it's like it's a whole waste of time. Everything that I went through, everything that I did was just a waste of fucking time and a waste of money. And you know, I haven't gotten over that part of it yet, because it is a great head fuck, and I don't want any man to go through it that doesn't have to go through it, because it's not a good experience, boys. The whole thing was quite horrible for 4 years, and so I'm trying to get past it a little bit. I've got to swallow the pill. It's not hard, it's not easy. And there's a lot of men that go through it, a lot of men that are going through it. There's thousands of me. And we're all told to be quiet. We're all told to go away and move on. There's not many that talk about it at all, because they don't want you talking about it. You know, they want you to be quiet and just go away. Come back. And then it'll be no holds barred, because I've got nothing else to lose. You've taken everything from me that means fucking anything. So what have I got to lose? My liberty? That's all I've got to lose? Yeah, fuck. I'm not going to lose my liberty. But I have been thinking about fucking what to do and shit, because it's not fair, man. The system is not fair. That's just how it is. That's the system that we live in, mate. Can't be helped. That's how it's set up. That is why there are thousands of me. That is why there are so many of me out there. Anyway, so America goes in today, and it basically invades another country. It kidnaps the president, flies it back to America, where it's going to put it on trial. Meanwhile, we're going to look after the country for you. We're going to make sure everything is good. We're going to make sure everybody's safe and everybody... Mate, there are armed gangs in Venezuela right now. There are armed gangs roaming the fucking streets with weapons, bro. Okay? It is pandemonium right now. The government doesn't exist. The police force doesn't exist. There are no fucking rules. It's every man for himself. Okay? It would be like a getting to the Mad Max scenario, right? They don't do any favours, mate. I don't ever think that America and fucking democracy and freedom and all of that shit is in one word. It is fucking. It just doesn't, mate. It doesn't exist, okay? The only reason they went over there is for the resources, mate. That's it. They didn't go there for any other reason. They don't care about the people. You got to be shitting me, mate. They don't care about any of that. They care about the resources, mate. They care about keeping all the corporations happy. That's what they care about, man. And corporations right now are in a little bit of fucking strife, mate, for next year. The raw materials, the actual raw materials they need to make their products. Yeah, they don't have it. They don't have the raw materials to understand it. Get in your head with all corporations, everything going to be right. Every one of them. All of your myths, all of your fucking things. Watch how it changes, mate, over the next 6 months, 3 months, hell, the next month. Look what happens next month, mate, with your raw materials for your corporations. They can't make anything. All the EVs, electric vehicles, all the electrical panels they want to make, the solar stuff, all the telephones they need to make, the i17 or whatever it's called, they need that. It's all made out of silver. All inside those things are made out of silver, mate. Okay? And every one of those missiles that Trump wants to fire off, mate, are 1 kilo of fucking silver in them. 1 kilo of silver in every fucking missile that gets fired, mate. And once they're fired, that's it. It doesn't exist. It's exploded. It's finished. Don't you understand? They're running out of the raw material. Okay? You don't have that much silver coming out of the ground to keep all of these fucking corporations happy. It doesn't exist. And now Shanghai have the export license. They're not allowed to import it. There's no company in China, a refiner, that's going to send you metal. So you're waking up as a corporation buyer, right, for an electronics buyer, yeah? And you're a solar company, and your expectations, your thing for the next year is this amount of solar panels. Well, you need this amount of silver paste in order to make them. You can't get the silver paste. It doesn't exist. Okay? The companies that do all the refining, the companies that make paste, China. Okay? That's where they are. So, yeah, they're not importing to you anymore. They're keeping all of the silver paste for their own manufacturing. Yeah? It's amazing. It's truly amazing. Go on to YouTube or TikTok and put silver trees. Put it in and have a look at the video for actual the actual lines in the thing that have got the refined metal. They've gone on the street and fucking is in the jewellery, outside the jewellery pavilion that they've got there. Everything sold in a pavilion, so they set up outside of the pavilion offering silver bars. Have a look, man. It's amazing. Because now at $90 an ounce, you've got all the little ones bringing out their silver and selling it off. And there are people lined up to buy it. Lined up, mate. Okay? Lined up. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. Okay? Because they're all going to... They want it for the investment part of it. Because I'm telling the boys, this time next year, you're looking at $300 an ounce. You're looking at between $200 to $300 an ounce. Okay? That's if they don't keep it, pinned down as much as they are. Because they're really trying to pin it down. They're contracts that they put onto the market. People are calling them in now. The corporations that buy the contracts. The silver market, gold is controlled by paper contracts, okay? It's not simple involved. It is simple contracts, backward and forward, locked in for a certain amount of time, and it's what drives this down, okay? As soon as it starts going up, drop more contracts onto the market, it drives the silver price down. I've been watching this shit for years, okay? For years. Now those people that they sold the contracts to, yeah, they're calling in the metal. They're calling in the contracts in and saying, I want delivery. And there's not that amount of silver, mate. And to keep all of these contracts happy,
they're actually buying silver at a higher price, and so they're going to go out of business, mate. That's why they've stopped supplying. Go on to APMEX, man. Go on to APMEX, SCW, and have a look at yourself. And I went on myself to have a look, and yet $160. That's right now, $160 an ounce for the physical. You want to buy the physical metal, that's what it costs. You want to buy a contract, that's a promise for the future, it'll cost you $75 an ounce. But they don't have the physical. That's for 6 months from now. Okay? And in the contract itself, it says forced endure. This means that at the end of the contract, they can for you, at $30 an ounce, that's all, and then pay you out in cash. So they can offer you less than what you paid. So it's a lose contract, man, unless they've got on hand to deliver it. I'm telling you, boys, once those people start calling in those contracts, and there's like a bank run on silver because they start to realise that the contracts can't be full. Other people start loading in their contracts, man, and they've got these billions that come in, and they. I'm serious, man. In one transaction, 22 million ounces. 22 million ounces walked out of the APMEX. Okay, that's a lot of silver just on one delivery. One delivery. That's a hell of a lot of metal. Okay, so they're calling in the contracts, boys. So if you're in America, or America really, hopefully you've got some metal. The great reset. You've still got a few years. 2030, man. Okay. It's set up 2030. All of the time period. They'll bring in the digital ID. They'll bring in the digital currency. They'll make the whole thing. That's when it'll all get set up. By 2030. You got 5 years. So they'll drive all this shit to the wall. They'll kill all the currencies. Absolutely decimate them, mate. All right. Now I'm not interested in fucking going live with Rashid and Jasine. Okay. I don't even know how to fucking pronounce your names, mate. The fuck. Oh, fucking hell, mate. Yeah, let's go live with fucking Abdul, mate, and Rashid, mate. Fucking total fucking takeover. So no, man, no. Like it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. So, if you've got paper sitting in a bank that you're saving, you better get it into metal. I got no money, I'm broke. I don't have to worry about it. I can sit on the sidelines and smile because I seen all this coming years ago. It was just, I seen it all happening. It's just taken a little bit longer to get there. That's all. That's all, the paper contracts. Everything is controlled with a paper contract. No physical changes hands. It's all done by paper contract, boys. Each contract represents 5,000 ounces. Each contract. If you've got 100,000 contracts, man, and each one is worth 5,000 ounces, I don't know how many fucking ounces that is, but that's a lot of metal. Okay? And they reckon for every 1 ounce real physical, there are 300 paper contracts on it. 300. Okay? Because remember, back in the old days, the banker, they just swapped contract back and forth. That's all they did. They never called in the metal. There was never ever a delivery thing. It was just swap the contract back and just drive the price down. As soon as it went up, they drive it back down again. Okay? And that's why the corporations were able to make all of your fancy phones and your computers, and they were able to say to themselves, let's make electric vehicles, let's invest billions and billions of dollars in this technology, rah. The new battery, mate, some new battery that Samsung has made, quadruple battery charging, rah, takes 1 kilo of silver. The battery they make, 1 kilo. That's a lot of silver. Okay? That's gone. That's the other thing you've got to remember. Once they've used it in a product, it's gone. Unless that product gets recycled and gets pulled apart and melted down, and well, that silver's gone forever. Okay? So every phone, unless it gets pulled down and melted down, every EV car, all the switches, all the electronics, the battery, all silver. All silver. Okay? What else have we got? We got the things that go on the roof, the silver paste. Mate, I'd never even heard of this stuff. Silver paste is what it's lined with. The inside of the thing is lined with it in order for it to work. They need tons and tons of this fucking paste, man, in order to make this stuff. So they don't have the product. They don't have it. Don't you understand that they don't pull out the amount of silver out of the ground in order to make everybody happy? There is no way they're going to be able to cover all of this. No. Okay, they're already 200 million ounces every single year on production was down, and the USA were supplying it out of their own vaults. That's how they kept it, right? But now China have changed their agreements. They're no longer exporting. China are no longer exporting metal, no raw material, no refined metal. And that goes for every metal: silver, gold, platinum, palladium, copper, brass, all metal. All metal has been and that's why Trump has come out and made it a national. What did he call it? He called it some national, resource, thing. So he's designated it also. Okay, so they won't. It's going to be a huge crackdown in the future, boys. You watch, man. You watch, because the corporations come before you do. You know that, and I know that. What the corporation demands, what they want, they will always get before the public does. The days of $30 silver are finished. They're finished. Okay? The base price right now would be 70 US. That would be the base. It can't go below that. And the reason is that you can't buy anything. There's nothing for sale. Even if you drove it down to $10 an ounce, where are you going to buy fucking $10 ounce of silver? Where? It doesn't exist, okay? It costs between $20 and $25 to pull it out of the ground every single ounce. That's what it costs. So from there, it can't go below 25, and it can't go below 50 because that's its base right now. Okay, it won't go below that, boys, because that means all those contracts they've got, mate, they've just become really, really expensive. They've become so much more expensive, bro. If they drive the price down right now, the contracts would become null and void, because they would have to pay the contracts out with cash and not do the delivery of the metal, because they can't buy the metal at that price. They can't buy it at $30, $40. It doesn't exist anymore. Okay? So the days of $30 silver are finished. Finished. Finished, man. I watched silver crash from $50 an ounce, down to $23 an ounce. On eBay, $25 an ounce, buy it now. Across the board, Eagles, Maple Leaves, everything, $24, $25 an ounce. I watched it crash. And I knew there and then, man, that this is a really undepreciated fucking asset. And one day it's going to explode. And there's nothing that they can do about it. Okay? And the more that civilization grows, the more that we become more technology and more technical advanced, the more of these raw materials that we are going to need. It doesn't become less. It becomes more. That's why if you do any real investigating and have a little read, the first thing they did, the Americans, mate, they don't care about the people, bro. Let me just emphasize that. The first thing they did is go and secure the oil field and the refinery. The second thing they did was get hold of the president. Probably that would have been the first thing, is to get hold of the president. But I'm telling you, man, that on that list in the first 5 would have been the mines. It would have been the mines. Take over the mines, the gold and silver mines. Take them over. Okay, get those natural resources. And that's exactly what they did. Okay? Now, all those resources that would normally be mined for the people or whatever are going to go straight to US corporations, mate. Straight to US corporations. It's the biggest robbery in history, bro. Oh, except for Iraq. You know, that probably was the biggest heist so far in history. I mean, literally container loads of gold. Literally, container loads of gold were taken out of Iraq. Literally. They emptied all the banks and then they went after the oil. And that's all they really cared about. But they literally got container loads of gold. You can see it on YouTube. Look up Iraq war gold. And it shows you the Americans sitting there all happy in the container and a mountain of gold behind them. A mountain of it. So they're fucking thieves, mate. They're absolute thieves. They're nothing but colonising fucking thieves, bro, when they get into a country. And apparently Ishmael is the one that pushed for it. I love the new headlines. There can't be a good war without mentioning Israel. They just really can't. It's always Israel's fucking problem or benefits Israel, okay? So the latest headline is, Bibi advised Trump to go and do rah-rah. Never a good war goes to waste, yeah? So I don't think they do anything, mate, that doesn't benefit them. I really don't. Or they're like peas in the pod, eh, man? They're like both the same, mate. It's quite horrible. You don't just as a normal person and watch it. Here's a nice bit of bacon, boys. All right, look at that, eh? Nice bit of bacon, mate, okay? Because that's what we eat in Australia. We wake up in the morning and we have bacon on eggs on toast, mate, okay? And we don't have to apologise for it either. I don't even know what that means. What does bricked mean? I think I'm too old. I must be too old. No. Fuck no. Fuck no, Kira. Fucking get a life, brother. Don't be like these idiots on here, okay? Going to the Nick, mate, is nothing to brag about. Going to the Nick, and coming on TikTok and bragging to people or telling people about it is nothing to fucking brag about. Okay? It really isn't. Not for shit that people have been up to, mate. The people on streaming on here, mate, have done some pretty serious shit in my eyes. But they still get gifted, mate. They still get huge following, and they always turn it around as they're the victim. They're the victim. Like, fucking, what a joke. They have no accountability. Absolutely none. Even when it's on video, in camera, fucking on video, they still look at you and go, yeah, I'm a victim. I was found not guilty. So therefore I'm not guilty. I was found not, don't look at the pictures, don't watch the video, don't listen to anybody what they're saying, listen to what I'm telling you, I'm the victim here. I'm the victim, okay, because I went to court and I was proven innocent. Fucking, like there's fucking full-on videos of their crime, mate. No, I went to court. I was proven innocent. Fucking hell. Like their excuses are phenomenal. That's why I say they're very weak men. They're very weak men, and don't ever fucking learn a thing from them, because they're the weakest of the fucking weak of men that are on here. Okay? They really are. If you're going to do something, man, or you've done something, you put your hand in the air and you're a fucking man about it. You don't make bitch-ass fucking excuses to blaming every cunt around you except for you, and you take no accountability at all. None. Even when it's on video and you go to court. Oh, I was proven innocent. What the fuck are you talking about? You weren't proven innocent. The fucking bitch dropped the charges, man. Fucking simple as that. But of course you can't say that. Oh, no, he finds that abusive. Oh, that's abuse. You're abusing me. No, you just talk facts. You talk facts that don't match your bullshit story. So no,
That's why I don't deal with them, man. You know, I can't fucking stand them.
I can't stand them. Fuck. I fucking abuse the cunts, mate. I can't help it. Especially if I go live and they're fucking lying down. That shit annoys me. That fucking annoys me, man. I hate that shit, you grown-ass fucking monkey. Get the fuck out of that bed, right? Like, fuck, mate. You know, like you want to go talking to someone on live and they're lying down on a pillow. Like, go to fucking sleep, mate. The fuck? You know, I'm not in that stressed up, you know, where I need to keep your company. Yeah? Fuck you and your company, mate. Catch you later. Yeah, don't put up with this shit, boys. And listen, man, if you're ever going to do anything illegal, you make sure you think about the penalty if it comes on top. If it comes on top, what am I up for? Okay? And if one outweighs the other, fine. But if that one outweighs this one, yeah, what the fuck, are you an idiot? Why would you even bother? Why would you even bother? You know what I'm saying? It's not worth the fucking 10 years in the nick, mate. It's fucking not. There's no bragging about anything in the nick, man. You're in the nick. Okay?
End of story. You're in the nick. Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year, man.
I don't know. It's too cold for shorts. Oh man, victim of the court system.
Like, you can't mention names, Kira. You can't.
They get you for abuse and harassment in the chat. Yeah, because they're weak bitches. So the first thing they do is report, you know, he's abusing fucker rah, right? That's the first thing they do. This is the weakest app for chat, this app. They can report you for anything, everything. There's a drop-down list to report you. So just choose whatever you like, push the button. That's it. It's all anonymous. It's a really good feeling, you know, to report. So, that's why you can't say names or anything like that, because a lot of these people follow those people and they actually hire them in high regard. You know, and I know I'd also found out funny, man, is a lot of these people are cousins. Like, they'll sit in the boxes, right? They'll argue or cause an argument with each other, but they're fucking related, mate. That's his cousin. They're arguing with each other. That's their cousin. This is all bullshit. This whole fucking argument is nothing more than manipulation, emotional manipulation for both of the teams. Because then they can go back to their respective corners and go, he's a bitch who said this, and he's a bitch and he said that, and then their teams gift them. That's all it's about. The gifts. Because they'll sit on there for 8 fucking hours battling the same person. The same fucking person they just had an argument with. They'll sit there battling for fucking hours. Okay? That's all it's about. Battling. Battle. Every 5 minutes it's got to be a battle. It's got to be a drama. An emotional draw to the client, to the viewer. It's an emotional connection in order to get their bank account. That's why they run out of mods so quick. That's why when you go into their lives, they've all got at the bottom there, you know, new mods needed, or mods looking for good mods. A mod is somebody that just gifts. That's all they are. They're just somebody that the streamer knows is going to give them money. So they make them a mod. And then as soon as that person runs out of money and they think they're in a team, they think they're part of a team, they think they're a mod, yeah, your ass gets buck and booted, mate, straight away. As soon as he realises you've got nothing more than roses, you're out of there. You will be removed. And if you complain, you will be banned. You'll be blocked from the whole channel. And then if you go on and make a video about it, then they'll go on their lives and try and embarrass you to try and get you off TikTok. And that's how it works. They just go on there and emotionally, you know, call the person a whole bunch of names, and they tell their team how much of a victim they are. You know, they're the victim. They're the victim. Like, it's incredible. You know, they'll pull 300 grand out of a person, 200 grand out of a person, 10 grand out of the person, and they're the victim. They're the victim. Fuck. I've seen them twist this shit all the way around, man. So the person actually apologizes. The person apologizes. They came on all unhappy, and by the time this person's put the grift in their fucking head, they're actually apologizing to him. Fucking. Oh man, that is the greatest fucking con there is, bro. To get the victim to actually thank you for taking their money, you know, for treating them this way, they actually thank you for it. So that stream, you know, gets offline. He feels how justified he is in taking their money. They call it rinsing. That's why I'm pissed off about it, because I've caught them all out. Every fucking one of them, Brewer. I caught them all out, all talking about how they steal fucking money from their viewer. And that's all it's about, is fucking gifting and modding and gifting. And they call it rinsing. You know, I'm a better rinser than you. Okay? Do you understand what that means? Rinsing? It's got nothing to do with teamwork. It's got nothing to do with how great you are as a person. It's how quickly they can remove your fucking paper. That's all it is, man. And, you know, I've seen all the big names do it. All the big names. Every single one of these big namers, mate, have all sat there bragging to each other on how they've emptied people's bank accounts. Every single one of them. You mention them, and I can confirm that I was in a room with their chat, and I heard them all bragging to each other on how they rinse their crowd. They rinse them. Yeah. That's so weird, man. Well, it didn't take you long to file a report. No restriction. Wow. Don't take you long to file a report. Madison! How are you, darling girl? I hope you're chilling it, huh? Hope you're doing good. The old man. We'll go and see what he wants, man. Maybe he's okay. I'll go and check on him. Make sure he's alright. He's like fucking 84 or something, man. You call Bert?
Yeah.
You alright?
Yeah, nothing wrong.
You haven't used your fridge yet?
Eh?
You haven't used the freezer yet?
No.
You having to lie down?
No, just watching the...
You like a hard pillow or a soft pillow?
How'd you go with your tomatoes?
They're beautiful. And the steak, I'm keeping it for tonight. For dinner tonight, I kept it.
Did you?
Yeah, it's like a piece of steak. I'll keep that for a nice occasion. You like a hard pillow or a soft one?
I've got plenty of pillows. I've got new ones in the cupboard, never touched.
Oh, I picked up a couple of really nice hard, those foam pillow mats. So nice to sleep on, but brand new.
Yeah, no,
Brand new.
I bought a full set, which is 4
Yeah,
for the bed.
yeah.
I've got 2 up in the cupboard and still in the plastic I haven't used.
Oh, okay.
The
Can't stand a soft pillow. Can't sleep on a soft pillow.
no, your fucking head.
Yeah, it just sinks down and shit.
The tomatoes, I wasn't sure.
You need some back?
No.
Oh.
I like the Roma tomatoes.
Oh, they got a flavour in them, those ones.
The Roma.
Yeah.
but they're all a little bit dearer. But
They're good for spaghetti.
inside, they're all tomato. There's no seeds.
They're good for spaghetti.
Yeah.
The Roma.
But
Did you need anything, or you're all right?
No.
All right.
I knew you like them a little bit crunchy,
Yep.
and then I was thinking later I might have liked them a bit more red.
No. I like all tomato. I love a tomato. I fucking forgot about the tomatoes. I should have had that with me bacon and eggs that I just had.
Plants yesterday when they come out, I didn't water them
Oh, yeah?
purposefully for 2 days,
Yeah.
and those leaves
They're
on
kicking
the
along.
big one were down on the ground,
Oh shit.
and I thought I haven't watered them. You know, it was hot,
Yeah, that's why.
so come out,
Oh, they would have appreciated a good wash.
and I gave them a drink. You know, in 10 minutes,
Yeah.
those leaves were standing up like they are now.
Yeah. Well,
10 minutes.
they just needed a drink. What is that? What is it?
Silver beet.
It's all silver beet.
That's silver beet. That's mint, rosemary.
Yeah.
What's that little one? Chop it all up.
Parsley. All right. Well, when we need some cooking, then.
There's probably parsley seeds. You
Yeah.
wouldn't believe it. When I open the packet, it's just like powder.
Yeah.
They're not seeds. So I put the powder in. Have a look how many plants come up.
Absolutely.
That's only
Yeah, you got a lot there.
a piece of powder about the size of my thumbnail. That's all that. There's probably 300 or 200.
Wow.
300 there. But
Spoke to my daughter this morning. She's good.
which one?
My oldest one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's doing really good. She had a seizure, so she was feeling a bit unwell. She had a seizure, but she's better now. Husband's gone down to get some lunch for her and get some groceries for her and come back.
You tell her if it's got a rat on the packet, don't eat it.
If it's got a rat on the packet, don't eat it.
Yeah.
As long as she's okay. Yeah, I haven't been. You know, sometimes I do, and fuck. But because of Christmas, I haven't been. I suppose I did work on a couple. I've been a bit lazy, mate, I suppose you could say. I've been a bit lazy. Just these ones. I cracked for these. Completed them over I haven't worked on him yet. It's an evolution thing. You know, I'll turn him into him. But people want them all clean. I don't know, man. They don't like them how I make them. You know, they want them a different way, painted a different way. I don't fucking know. You know, I just look at it. No, I haven't cracked them, mate. And the couple of people that did, though, they didn't go through with their transaction, bro. You know, like I can't discount the shipping. I'm not in control of shipping. I don't earn any money out of shipping costs. I provide a proof of receipt. You know, I don't earn any money out of shipping. But apparently I get into trouble for shipping costs now. You know, it's a bit expensive, can you lower the shipping cost? And it's fucking from the post office. What do you want me to do? I walk in there and I put the thing on there in the bag and I fucking, you know, like I give you the receipt, man. The receipt says exactly what I paid. Fucking, but yeah, they think I make up bodgy receipts or something, man. Like they think I make up this bodgy shit, right? Like one guy went mad at me because he wanted me to send it to Colombia. $45 shipping, and the guy's, you know, going mad at me because it's $45 shipping. You know, well, I'm not the one that lives in Colombia, you know. So no, I've kind of like knocked back a few people, kind of thing. And then some guy wanted to do a trade. I've got a couple of masks. I've got a Corey. It's still sitting there. That's the Corey. And I haven't put him up yet. And I think I've got him listed. That's that other bandage clown that I've got. So I've got them three sitting there.
I've got a few raws kicking around. I've got a few raws, okay? But this guy, man, he wanted to do a trade for a dummy mask, Corey dummy mask, and that's like the one mask that I don't have. Like, I've never had a Corey mask, man, like ever. Like, I've just never owned one, and I've always wanted a dummy mask, you know? So I agreed to the trade, and the guy sent me a message, and I gave him my address and stuff like that, and he said to me he mailed it, and when he gets home he'll give me the tracking number. So I said, cool, give me your address and I'll go down and mail these. So when I got down to the I thought about, hang on a minute, I'll ask him for the receipt for the tracking number for what he sent. And, you know, the guy's like, yeah, I'll contact you when I get home and I'll give you the tracking number. So I get home, I thought to myself, I'll wait until I get the tracking number, you know what I mean, to make sure that my end of the trade has been fulfilled. And I don't know, man, I believe the guy was expecting me just to mail my 5 raw masks, and he doesn't mail anything. He doesn't mail anything. So I'm pretty glad that I didn't mail anything, to be quite honest, because I've got his messages saying that he's got a tracking at home and he's got a receipt at home, and I'm at work. When I get home, I'll send you the receipt and I'll prove to you that I mailed it to you and all that kind of thing. And nothing happened, mate. So I would have ended up mailing those masks, right? Mailing those masks, waiting for him to send me a tracking number, and there's no fucking tracking number. So, you know, that means I would have got gypped. I would have got gypped, man. I would have got gypped out of 5 raw masks, okay? So, I don't know what's happening with that. I've sent him a couple of messages about it. What's going on with the trade? Are you going through with it anymore? You know, because, like, people just change their mind. Fuck. Yeah, I remember, man. I remember the 9/11. Of course I remember it. I was married, first marriage, I believe it was, when that happened. Yeah, first marriage, I think it was, when that happened. Yeah, it was like watching a movie. It was like it was not real, you know? You know what I mean? And haven't we learnt a lot since then, man? Haven't we learnt a lot since then, you know? Yeah, fuck. Haven't we learnt a lot since then, mate? Yeah. Yeah, haven't we learnt a lot of information since then, mate? A lot of stuff, eh? Anyway, this is on lorddobby79 on eBay. I don't think I've got the Iowa listed yet. But the Corey in that I do, and the new clown, I did this clown. I did that. A very thick casted mask, man. Very solid, thick mask. Two-tone teeth. Yeah, lorddobby79 on eBay is who I am. lorddobby79 on eBay. Very thick cast mask, man. Not thin and nasty. Like solid masks, dude. 3 belts on the back. Solid mask. Fits any size head. This one, same thing, as long as you don't have a beard. It's no good for beards. Like big, thick beards, okay? Your hair comes out the sides. Your fucking mustache comes out the side and shit, man. It looks fucking shit. But, yeah, good quality mask, man. Same thing. But over the thing, I haven't got anything done. I've got the mould sitting there. I want to get some ghosts made. I need to get some ghost mask made. But I thought I'd wait until Monday, you know, like the week holiday finishes and we're all back to our working week, you know, that we normally have. So I'll get some ghosts made. I'll get some ghosts made up. Yeah. But otherwise, these are the masks that I can that I have on eBay at the moment. Stay happy, healthy, and well, viewer. I hope you have someone in your life that loves you.
and that it's real and not fake. I hope you haven't got any fake fucking women in your life. And I hope you have real love in your life. And ladies, I hope your man loves you and that, you know, you take care of him and he takes care of you. And if he doesn't do that, then get rid of him. It's as simple as that, okay? So if you're the only one doing all the giving, then get the fuck out of the relationship.